Hello and welcome to Little Plays, custom scenarios for Railroad Tycoon. Denmark. This country's state-run railroad has been accused of bad management, bad planning, lack of foresight. It should be possible for you to do better, if you are game. The Danish tracking was commenced in 1847, when the line of Copenhagen-Roskilde opened. You are now in a position to rewrite history. Maybe make a new approach. For bronze, have the highest personal net worth at the end of 30 years. For silver, have a company book value of 20k. For gold, 70% or more of it, but the level didn't say we need to have competitors, game. Okay, give me a sec. Maybe I can read the notes that go along with it. Maybe I was supposed to have an X number of competitors. Nope. Doesn't have a readme with it. Well, let's go with... Well, I'll just reintroduce it then, I guess. And I could also check the zip. I guess... Now, give me a minute. That would be desktops, temp. Europe, Denmark. No, it doesn't have any instructions with it telling you to use a certain number of players. Nevertheless, if the conditions are about beating enemies, we will play it with enemies, because otherwise it doesn't really make sense. Two? Two sounds good. Now, there's one of these that looks like a sun from memory. That one. Solar Rail. Well, I have got a Norway map as well, Miss Mori. We have got a Norway map. It just looks a bit fiddly. Okay, we start with access everywhere. Where do we want to build first? Copenhagen is a big populous center. Malmo is pretty big. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5. So that would work. It is unfortunately across a lot of rivers. Like, that's all the money gone just in river crossing bridges. That looks really good, depending on how many of those we can capture. 5.5? Ooh, even better this. And then we can probably get it to be just one turn. Ports make coal and iron. Are there any steel mills? steel isn't a good. So it doesn't matter if... Or at least not at the moment it's not a good. It might become a good later. That looks about as perfect as it's going to get. Oh, Goka is done. Well, thank you, Goka. Change that into mod view mode. Yoink. Steam is cheaper, man, is fantastic. Yes, the map actually comments about that, Miss Mori. How they're abandoning building the north half. Because the map is broken up, so it's a four-player... Well, four-player. It's a four-campaign thing, where it gives you four maps. One doing the south in the very early times, another doing the south in the mediumly early times, and then one doing the south and one doing the north, like, in the modern-ish day. And it bemoans the fact that you guys have kind of abandoned the plan to do the north. Because it was losing money. That would work, but unfortunately it lines up with those houses. And that one would hit that wood. I might just have to live with 2 turns. Which I'd rather not have, but if we have to live with 2 turns, I guess we have to live with 2 turns. Dumb. Buy out the town and demolish the plebes. I don't know if there's another wood processor nearby. Actually, there is another wood processor nearby. I could totally have blown up that house. That business. Anyway. Turn. We are going to need something in the middle. That works fairly well. That needs sanding and water. No, not even large restaurants yet. We are so early that there aren't even large restaurants. We do, however, have the Mighty Prussian. It's only about 4 years... 4 years? Might even be like this year that we get the Dukes, but for now we'll make do with Prussians. Yeah, that looks good. And then double track what we can so they don't run into each other. Something like that's probably about right. You want logs. You want cow. There is plenty of cow over here that we can add in, and then do food and food. There are logs, not too far away from here. Our trouble is going to be no goods early. Where can produce goods? You out of iron, and this actually does produce iron, so there's some goods. But basically only iron from the ports. Oh no, Sweden has some iron. At least Sweden has a lot of inland iron. Holy! And so does Germany. But Denmark is an iron-free zone. Anyway, get to it. So what are our goals? 30 years. Book value. This is going to be German. No, not German. European. This is instead of a comma. 70% of the map must also be ours. We're probably going to have to buy out our opponents if we want the gold. Or else just cheese it by building a whole lot of track. Giant brewery founded in Copenhagen. Carlsberg founded. Brewer Jacobson industrializes the brewing of beer, hoping to take advantage of growing railway activity. What? I'm sorry, what? We've already won? What? Denmark was a bit too easy. I mean, I do have the highest net wealth. Because no one else had done anything with their money. Okay, so that map's a bit of a bust. Okay, well, what else did I have on my list of maps to look at?